Wow, so it's another dull, dark day in the UK. So I think it's going to be another rainy, miserable day. Anyway, I thought I would film this Shop My Stash. So the Shop My Stash review has gone up, so I'm just going to leave that in the cards somewhere there. But we're just going to start off here. I'm not going to pull too much from here. It's mainly like brow products. I showed you last week what's in these drawers, so yeah, I'm not going to really go into them because obviously I don't want to repeat what I've already shown you. I'm just going to go into the drawers that the brow products are in. Right, so I did pull this, but I put it back in just to show you that I will be using it for another week. I have actually only used it a couple of times, so yeah, that's being pulled. And then there's another product here, which I just put in. This is the But First Espresso brown eyeliner, which I really like. So yeah, I don't think it wants to focus, but that's what we'll be using, and that's the only two things. Whoops, my skeleton has got her feet tangled. So I think that's the only two items I want to pull from here. Right, so now we're going and pulling some primers, and I might pull another foundation. I know I said in the review that I probably wouldn't do that, but yeah, I'll pull another foundation as well. Oh, and concealers. So I have used this once and I'm not too sure what I think about, so I'm going to pull it again. It's the Essence Eye Height Stage eyeshadow base, so we'll pull that. And then I like to pull one concealer at a time, so I'm working on this one at the moment. So it's the Collection Lasting Perfection 16 Hour. We'll pull them too. Primers. So I pulled that one last week, so this one has been pulled recently. That one really needs to go here. There's not really a lot, is there? And this is like a little mini Prep and Prime. I might actually try this one out, but because I'm not sure how that's going to work, I'm going to pull the good old trusty PS Beauty Prep and Perfect Glow. Really like this, and it's brilliant for the price. So that's everything there. This here, I'm going to just declutter it. I did say this in a previous video, so I'm going to declutter that one. And then there's a foundation I also want to declutter. I may as well show you what I'm doing on camera now. I was going to do a foundation declutter, but there just isn't enough for me to declutter, and it's this foundation, and the only reason I'm actually decluttering it is because the mechanism in the pump's gone. I've tried putting other pumps on, like from that one there, I've tried putting it on, but it's a special kind of pump and it just doesn't work, so that can go as well. Right, as far as foundations, what do I want to use? What other one do I want to use? That's recently been used, which I really like. I used that last week. Tell you what, why don't we use this? I feel like it's been a while since I used it. Maybe it hasn't, but we'll use that. So then we've got a radiant one and we've got a matte one. Which was the one? I feel my L'Oreal one, my matte one that I couldn't wear last week, I feel that that's disappeared somewhere. Let me see if I can find it. It was in the drawer all along, just right at the back. I think I'm just going to pull this one again because I didn't get to use it last week, and there's hardly any left. It's like there, so I really would like to finish it up. So yeah, we'll pull that one. And that's all for foundations because I've got one in my drawer. Now they're being decluttered. Like all these are lipsticks, and I've already pulled my lipsticks for the month. So yeah, I don't need anything out of here. Right, let's just sit down. I mean, look at how this is looking at the minute. Now, these highlighters used to be in here, and it used to be quite full, and I've decluttered some, so I put the blushes here because I do actually have more blushes now, and then highlighters are there at the back. So yeah, I don't want to pull too many blushes just because I've got the Malika palette, and I've got a few blushes in the collection, but one for sure I know that I want to pull is this one. This is fairly new to the collection, and it's the Clinique 01 Ginger Pop. This is the first one I've had from them. I mean, just look how pretty that is. When I got this, they gave me Melon Pop, which is also really nice, but it's not as vibrant. I do want to get Melon Pop at some stage, but for now I just want to try this out, try the formula. I've heard they're really good, so I've heard really great things about it. You don't get an awful lot of product. Like, most blushes come with like 5 grams, 6 grams of product, whereas these ones are only 3.5. So it's not a great amount of product. I'm just going to see what's in my Too Faced one, the one that I've got in my project pan. So this is my Too Faced one that's in my project pan. I've not used it for a while. You get 2 grams in these little miniatures. The thing is, I'm not too bothered about like the 3.5 grams in the Clinique ones, just because it's so hard to go through a blush as it is. So whether it's 3.5 or excuse me, 5 grams of product, it's fine. I do need to use this a little bit more. I'll probably pull it next week when I do a Shop My Stash project pan. Sorry, I've said that the wrong way around. A project pan, a Shop My Stash. Not done that for a while, for a few weeks at least anyway. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to using this. So that's going on the table there. There are other blushes here that I do actually want to pull, but like I said, I have got quite a few things in my drawer already, which I'll show you. Like these, like this one for instance is a glowy blush, and I'm not too sure whether I want to keep it, so I'll leave that for now. It's like on the chopping block. There are a few things on here this is on the chopping block as well. I'll leave them for now just because I have got too many items in my drawer, like blush items, blush options. So let's go over to powders. I'm not going to pull that. This one, I don't know whether I want to keep it, so this is definitely getting pulled. It's the Milani Illuminating Face powder. So yeah, we'll pull that one. And I also want to pull this one just because this is on the chopping block as well. I'm not too sure about it, so because I'm not too sure about it, we'll pull an alternative. I know it seems like a lot of powders, but I need to pull one that I know that I do like. I've not used my Too Faced one in such a long time, so I want to pull that as well. So 3 powders, which is a bit excessive for a week, I know. I do want to pull this Ciate Olivier Palermo. It's a bronzer and a blush duo. I probably won't use the blusher in it. It's called Bluff Point, and this is one of those items that I just haven't worn in such a long time. So yeah, that's the reason why I want to pull this. I think one bronzer should be enough. So let's go to highlighters. Let's pull this Pixi by Petra, because I said in my top 10 highlighters, this I think came at number 10, which was disappointing to me because it's obviously a new, I think it's one of the newest highlighters in my collection, and I'm not too sure whether I like it, to be honest. I did at the time when I bought it, but I'm not too sure how I feel about it at the minute, so I'm going to pull that one. I think I'll pull 2. And also we'll pull this one by Maybelline. It's the Face Studio Chrome Extreme one. So yeah, we'll pull that one as well. And then I think that's it for this section. The setting spray that I use is just the Pixi one, which is what I was using last week. It's in the bathroom. I forgot to bring it here. But yeah, that's everything for this week. Let's just push them forward. I wasn't going to pull the Too Faced one. I've surprised myself with that, to be honest. But I've not used it in ages, so yeah, that's what that looks like now. Right, so we're moving down to the second drawer, and these are just face palettes. So yeah, contour palettes over here and face palettes there, pretty much face palettes everywhere. I've decluttered a few. There are some that are on the chopping block, like that one and that one, the bulkier ones in the collection, and I do want to test them. Also this one as well, I've never even used this one. I've shown this before. It's a dupe for the Benefit one, I think. But I've never even used it. It's by Sunkissed, and it's their Sunkissed Carnival Crush, so I will be using this in the next couple of weeks. So yeah, this is what this drawer looks like. You've seen it all before, but I'm not actually pulling anything from here, just because I have got the Malika palette, and obviously that needs to get some use. Right, also here, this is going to be quite the boring Shop My Stash this week. I'm not going to pull anything from here either. I've got so much in my drawer. I'm going to show it you all in a minute. And I've still got 2 palettes that I want to use, but I am going to pull 1 palette just because I am dying to use it, and it's giving me Urban Decay Naked Honey vibes. I'm gonna see what I feel like when I wear it, because it's got a lot of like those yellow golden tones, which to be honest I only like 1 or 2 eyeshadows from that Urban Decay Naked palette, and I don't feel like I want to pay £42 for 2 eyeshadows. It'd be nice if they brought them out in singles, the eyeshadows that I like, but you can't have everything. So this is where I keep my bigger palettes. So these are all the Makeup Revolution ones. A mixture of things here. So they're on my Deck of Scarlet, and normally I would pull something from my Deck of Scarlet collection here, just because I want to get, you know, I want to get to know them a little bit better. I've not used them a lot. But like I said, I have got 2 other palettes, and I do really want to use this. It's the Makeup Revolution Lemon Drizzle palette, and it is absolutely stunning. Let me show you. I mean, look how stunning that is. Can you see how the yellow shades give you that kind of Urban Decay honey vibe? Well, it does me anyway. And even like some of the bronzy shades as well do. And to be honest, if I've got this, I don't know if I'm going to need the Urban Decay Naked one. I know the Urban Decay Naked Honey one from the swatches of like the golden tones are really vibrant, but when it's on the eye it kind of looks the same. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to using this. It's probably going to get to the point where I just use this palette all week, but I do want to try and finish using off the Huda Beauty Electric Obsessions. Today what I'm going to do, because we're only on Tuesday and I only pull things for my Shop My Stash on Wednesday and start using them, I'm going to use the Deck of Scarlet 5, edition number 5, sorry. I'm going to use that today, and then I'm going to start using the, like, I might start using Huda Beauty Electric Obsessions, and then this one, and then if I've got time towards the end of next week, I'll use the Zulu palette. That's my goal anyway. If I have to keep the Zulu palette in for another week, that's fine. I know we're in October, and really I should be getting the fall colours out, but it is what it is. All these palettes here, guys, I've never even I've used that once or twice. Not used that. Not used that. Oops, I think I've used that one. Not used that. Used. Not used that one or that one. And I've used them too. That one is my favourite one. I want to do a Makeup Revolution. I don't know if I'm going to do a top 10 Makeup Revolution eyeshadow palettes, or like best to worst of my Makeup Revolution eyeshadow palettes, but I really want to do that video and give you my thoughts on it. I've got all these like Zoeva palettes here as well that need using more. I mean, I think I've only used them 3 once. Never even used that Cargo one or that one. And then we're back around to the Naked ones. We're back around to where we started. But then in this section, I've not really used these Deck of Scarlets, so they all need using. Never used that one. This one is probably going to go in a project pan next year, just because it's a limited edition, and obviously I've hit significant pan in, is it coconut? Yeah, coconut and tiramisu, so I do want to use that up a lot more. Haven't used that this time. This is a really pretty palette, came from Primark last year. It's really, really pretty, especially for spring and summer, but I just never had the opportunity to use it. I just wish I would have done like Shop My Stashes every week back then. I was doing them every month and then every fortnight, and now I've just like done the weekly. I think weekly is better when you've got this amount of palettes, and obviously I've got them as well up there that I need to test out. And what I want to do eventually is just have one drawer like this, because they are quite deep. Just have one drawer of all my favourite eyeshadow palettes and just declutter the rest. So yeah, this is everything for this video. I hope you've enjoyed it. If you've not already subscribed, please hit that subscribe button and notifications bell, and I will see you in my next video. Bye. Sorry, I forgot to show you what everything's looking like. My head is all over the place at the minute. Just a little bit of like a side note thing. I've been feeling unwell over the last, I don't know, couple of months now, and I've been having a lot of tests at the hospital, and he's frying my brain because I just want to know what the results are from them. So yeah, if I seem a little bit not with it in these videos, that's why. But yeah, this is what it looks like. This is the Huda Beauty Electric Obsessions, and I've shown that in the review, so I don't really need to talk too much about that. And then we've got obviously the Zulu by Juvia's, which is also a pretty palette, which is I've also shown, and I've just shown this as well just now, and that's the Makeup Revolution by Makeup Revolution Lemon Drizzle palette. Right, so inside the drawers, they are looking pretty full, but not as full as normal. So we've got our powders here, Too Faced Born This Way, then the MUA Pro Base, and then the Milani Illuminating Face Powder. Then we've got like all blushes and highlights here. So we've got the Maybelline one there, Clinique, Ciate there. We've also got this one here, this Laura Geller one that I've kept in from last week, and that's in Pink Grapefruit. And then we've also got the Anastasia one in Peachy Love that I've also kept in. So far I've only used Miami, but I was really impressed with the formula, so yeah, I can't wait to try the rest of the blushes. Can you see, this is why I've not pulled in a lot of blushes for this time, just because I've already got so many blushes. And also I've got this Becca, Chloe and Malika palette, and it's Malika's palette, so I'll be using that as well. That there just always stays in. It's my Makeup Geek eyeshadows, and then we've got my brow pencil, my eyeliner. Them can go in the bathroom now. this stayed in from last week. I haven't put this away. I think I'll put that in the bathroom as well so I remember to use it. I think I'm going to put this away just because I have got a different primer to use, and I was using that like to brighten up the eyeshadows. I think I'm going to put this one away as well, just because I pulled that MAC one, so I don't need two of those. And then these can stay in. Right, and then these can stay in there as well. This is the Lancome Lip Lover in Rose Ballet. It's just like a lip treatment oil. It's really, really nice. I'm going to leave this in here just in case I get a chance to use it. It's the Ciate Cooling Eyeshadow Slick in Popsicle. That looks really nice. I swatched it. And then we've got this. I don't think I'll get the chance to use it, but I'm going to keep it in anyway. And then we've got all my face products here. So we've got the Bourjois City Radiance foundation, the L'Oreal Infallible Total Cover Foundation. We've got this Illuminating Skin Primer and also the MAC Prep and Prime. We've got this e.l.f. powder and this W7 Get Set. I wore it last week and really, really liked it. And then we've also got this to use as a primer as well, just because I want to test it. I don't know if I'm going to be decluttering that, but yeah, that's everything I think in here. Just doesn't seem as much as normal, apart from obviously this section. This section is really, really full, so yeah, I do need to test them out quite a bit, and 7 days does not seem enough time. But yeah, that is everything, and hopefully I'll get a chance to use that sheet. I've been saying that now for 3 weeks, but yeah, this is everything, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.